Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So I'm going into this blind. The only thing I know is that it has Jim Carrey starring and it's kind of like a romance, I'm pretty sure. I've seen it's like Jim Carrey and this girl who has like the blue hair. And that's like pretty much it. Going from the title, my thought of the title, so Eternal Sunshine, it sounds like, you know, happiness, and then it's of the spotless mind, and I'm thinking of like a clear mind, of like a clear conscious. So what that brings to mind is that the title is kind of ironic, and it sounds like it's someone dealing with depression or something, and this is their journey through the depression. Maybe this is Jim Carrey's character's journey through depression and how it affects their relationship, or it's the woman's journey through depression and how it affects their relationship, that kind of thing. That's what I kind of gather from the title, but I could be way off there. So before we get into this, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can find 1 week early access. You can also find polls so you can vote for what's next. And you can find a full-length timer-based version of this where you just sync up your own footage and watch along with me. And I also have the top tier, which is the diamond tier. On that tier, once a month, you get to choose a movie, any movie you want, and I'm guaranteed to make a reaction to it. This video was chosen by a diamond patron, so a big thank you to RJ for your support. And let's just jump right in. Oh, and I know this is like more serious for Jim Carrey. This is one of his more serious films, like The Truman Show and that kind of thing. I don't know if he might have a few comedic moments, but it's kind of a more serious tone. Is he living at home with his parents or something? He's obviously like on a sofa bed there. Or is it showing he's quite poor, he can't afford like a nicer apartment, and he's been hit by a car, probably can't afford it. Okay, yeah, so it's a bit down on his luck.
Random thoughts for Valentine's Day 2004.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day as well. Okay, so if he's single, he's especially down, which it probably seems, that's what it seems like.
I'm not an impulsive person. I guess I just woke up in a funk this morning. It's goddamn freezing on this beach. I'm talking February. Brilliant, Joel. Pages ripped out. Don't remember doing that. It appears this is my first entry in 2 years.
Oh, does he have memory problems maybe? Like spotless mind as in he's having problems with his memory? Is he gonna draw her? He looked like quite the artist.
Why do I fall in love with every woman I see who shows me the least bit of attention?
Yeah, it's kind of that situation where if someone feels really unloved, it's just the tiniest amount of attention and they get obsessed. Is that kind of it? It seems she is actually interested though. Yeah, she's waving to him. A bit like, that's enough of a signal to go talk to her. Yeah.
It's called Blue Ruin.
Right.
Color. Snappy name, huh?
I like it.
I apply my personality in a paste.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
Oh, her whole personality is her hair colours, changing hair colours. Blue Ruin. That feels like that might be like a foreshadowing or something.
Are you nuts?
It's been suggested.
Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You were lost and gone forever.
Gone forever as well.
Right now? I'm glad you are.
Is he going to show her the picture that he drew?
Oh, hey.
Take care then.
Jesus.
She seems a bit kind of wild and free, you know, always changing her hair, kind of manic pixie dream girl kind of. But I wonder if this is a like commentary on that as well.
2 blue ruins.
Oh, the drink's called Blue Ruin as well.
You know, my life isn't that interesting. I go to work, I come home.
Yeah, just kind of caught in that cycle. But it seems like he was trying to break it, you know, went on this trip to Montauk.
Really nice.
Oh.
God, I have to stop saying that. I'm gonna marry you. I know it. Wish me a happy Valentine's Day when you call. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, because it was today was Valentine's Day, wasn't it? Meeting on Valentine's Day, that's quite nice, I guess. But that doesn't mean she knew it was Valentine's Day and was just kind of out looking for love.
You miss me?
Oddly enough, I do.
You said I do. I guess that means we're married.
Oh, my ass.
I think I should
Come
go
on.
back. Huh?
Come on.
What if it breaks?
Yeah, she's kind of pushing him out of his comfort zone a little bit to be a bit more daring, do some more adventurous things, maybe. It might be a good relationship dynamic, you know, she brings him out of his comfort zone and maybe he tones her down a bit, I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know how to word that without that sounding like an insult to her. I've seen this imagery here, yeah, them laying on the ice.
Can I come over to your house? To sleep?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he might be a bit embarrassed about his house if he was sleeping on that sofa bed.
Yeah? Can I help you?
It's Elijah Wood, okay.
What are you doing here? I'm not really sure what you're asking me. Oh. Thanks.
Okay. There seems to be something a bit off about him. That was a weird interaction. I thought he might have been like an ex or something when he showed up like that. Or like a housemate of Clementine. Have we had a time skip? He's like crying in the car now. Have they broken up or something? Yeah, just chuck away the music, the sad music that reminds you of her. Better than constantly listen to it.
Put a number on. Is that him? I think so.
Oh,
That's him.
is that Elijah Wood again, following him?
Jesus. The only Valentine's Day cards I get are from my mother. How pathetic.
Oh, is this like the next Valentine's Day or something?
Clementine, man, she is way cool. Hey, you got any big Valentine's Day plans with?
No.
Well, it's only a day away. Better make some reservations or something.
Yeah, Frank's just like rubbing it in and he doesn't even realize if they've broken up or something.
Patrick, stop it.
Oh, those guys are still following him. I thought Frank might have been with them as well or something. He seems to suddenly have changed after taking that pill. He seems like a lot more paranoid. Okay. Yeah, so did the pill put him to sleep?
Hi, Frank.
Did they like swap out the pill for something to kidnap him?
You know, Valentine's Day's 3 goddamn days away. I want it resolved.
Yeah, so he wants to get back together before Valentine's Day, fix things up.
She's there with this guy.
Yeah, another guy. And it's been like only 3 days.
Patrick, baby boy.
Patrick was Elijah Wood as well, wasn't it? Was she cheating with him? Because like 3 days straight into a new relationship, it looks like. But she did jump into things pretty quick with Joel anyway. That's cool. Yeah, look at that. He went from the store straight into his room and the lights were turning off behind him. That was really cool.
What is it?
I don't know. It's some
What?
place that does a thing.
She's had him erased from her memory, and obviously she didn't recognize him. But it seemed like Patrick has something to do with this as well. Patrick hasn't done it to try and get with her, has he?
Yeah, sure. We can fit you in.
Kirsten Dunst as well. There's actually a real stacked cast. I didn't realize there were so many great actors in this.
Too good, actually.
Oh my God, Stan!
Sorry.
Oh, it's Mark Ruffalo, but he was the guy earlier who was helping, like, get Joel.
This is a hoax, right? And this is Clem.
I assure you, no.
No.
They actually do like some sort of surgery or something to get them to forget.
And she wanted to move on. We provide.
What was so bad that she wanted him, like, completely erased?
What the hell is that? The nicest guy she ever went out with.
I mean, there must have been more there, like, something wrong with their relationship at that point. We had this whole time skip, so we don't really know what happened in between. Or there's a possibility she was manipulated by Patrick. And yeah, she is quite an impulsive person, as we've seen, but would you really do that? I feel like for a medical procedure like that, there's a bit of a wait list and stuff for you to give you time to think about it, right?
I want it done.
I told him pre-Valentine's Day is our busy
Oh,
time. I mean, there are other...
Oh, Valentine's Day is that busy, so yeah, that makes complete sense.
And collect everything you own that has some association with Clementine.
So he's getting the same done to Clementine, so they're just both gonna completely forget about each other.
Your brain, okay? So we'll need photos, clothing, gifts.
Yeah, I guess they don't want anything that will jog his memory.
You want to empty your home. You want to empty your life of Clementine.
He said about journal entries there. At one point earlier, Joel said he hadn't done a journal entry in 2 years, and there was a bit where he was missing pages from his like notebook. It was what we saw at the beginning, actually after the erasure, and they're like meeting again without knowing because they're both forgotten each other's memories. They're both forgotten.
You can't have the procedure done 3 times in 1 month. Well, it's just not our policy here.
So what was it done 3 times? Did she, like, the person she's talking to, did they remember again because of these like little prompts, these little mementos that remind them? Or is it she wants to forget even more people?
Maybe tomorrow will be better around 12:15. Can you do that?
Oh, she's forgetting her dog. Yeah.
This is Stan Fink, one of our most experienced and skilled technicians.
It looks kind of painful, the procedure.
I don't like parties. Naomi couldn't go, but I went, and I met Clementine.
Yeah, so that's where you met Clementine, not on the beach. So yeah, is that right? That what we saw at the start was after this erasure. But what was going on with the kidnapping that Stan and Patrick were doing? They were like kidnapping Joel at one point. But if this is non-linear timeline-wise, where did that take place?
Healthy activity up there and healthy readouts. Very good. Here's another object.
It's kind of scary, like, wondering if anything like this would be possible in the future, how they're like scanning his brain, because there's stuff like Neuralink where things are scanning your brain, and would they ever be able to figure out where memories are stored?
Farewell? Yeah. Can you check the
Okay, yeah, this is back to, so they weren't kidnapping him, are they just doing the same procedure but at his house for some reason? They're doing like a rogue thing.
check the connections, please?
Did something go wrong and they're trying to fix it here?
Why am I standing here and, oh my God, deja vu.
Oh, that's weird. That's cool.
I'm in my head already, aren't I?
I suppose so. This is about right. This is what it...
Okay, so there's not going to be any like dream sequences where things are happening in his mind that I need to be on the lookout for.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Patrick?
So I feel like what I'm seeing here in the clinic is happening in his head, and with the Patrick and Stan outside, that's the real world, and maybe they're erasing his memory of getting the procedure done, something along those lines.
This is the last time I saw you.
I kind of, sort of wrecked your car.
Oh, is that what the damage is that we saw earlier? And he was blaming the neighbor.
You're trying to figure out, did she fuck someone tonight?
I assume you fucked someone tonight. Isn't that how you get people to like you?
Oh yeah, look, her hair's, it's like orange or red. It was Red Menace, she said earlier, and Agent Orange. So is it Red Menace because she's like acting like a menace here, and it was Blue Ruin before? Is that like she's going to be his ruin? I can't remember what the other colour she said was. There was one to do with yellow, but I can't remember if that was what the exact name was there. Maybe if yellow was like good or something, it was like sunshine yellow, and she shows up with yellow at the end. It's like a happy ending.
Did I tell you I have a new girlfriend?
We gotta focus here, Patrick.
Yeah, the thing is, our situation is a little weird.
Yeah, him and Clementine now. I mean, that's a pretty bad scratch, and this is the last time he ever sees her. I mean, like, it's pretty justified that he's mad at that, her drink driving and crashing.
My face, faggot!
Look at it out here!
And yeah, his memories are all falling apart.
You did it to me first! I can't believe you did this to me!
Yeah, we're kind of living through his memory here, so we're seeing some of his subconscious as well.
Is there something wrong with a girl being attracted to me? Is that a problem?
No, I think it's...
And he can like hear it.
Remember that girl we did last week?
Yeah, that's this guy's girl.
I kind of fell in love with her that night. What?
Yeah, he's like completely taken advantage of the situation.
Stole a pair of her panties is what.
Okay.
I mean, they were clean and all.
Don't tell me this stuff, man. I don't want to hear this shit.
They were clean. What? Don't.
Yeah, so creepy. When he said, do you remember that girl we did? I thought he meant that not as in erasing the memory, as in like something sexual. And my first thought was like, what if these guys are like, they can do things and then just erase the girl's memory after? We've already seen that Patrick is a creep.
You stole a girl's panties.
Okay, yeah, Stan doesn't actually care either.
You stole your underwear.
I don't see anyone.
This isn't where I was expecting this to go at all, this like exploration of his mind. Great filmmaking, some of this as well, yeah. It just disappeared from him. And then he just cuts to a different scene here.
Clem, do you really think you could take care of a kid?
What?
He doesn't think she's responsible enough.
If you can't commit to anything, no idea how lucky you are, I'm interested in you.
Oh yeah, this memory's fading. That's cool, everything going blurry apart from him.
Oh.
Oh, she's in on this as well.
Do you have anything real to drink?
We haven't really checked.
This doesn't seem like the type of thing you want to be doing drunk.
Never really had much luck with the ladies.
Maybe if you stop stealing their panties.
Yeah.
Tell you everything.
Constantly talking isn't necessarily communicating.
Yeah, there's a difference between, just talking and, like, actually communicating, actually listening.
Sure, that's what intimacy is. I'm really pissed that you said that to me.
And so he doesn't have enough intimacy with her, he doesn't talk enough with her. A bit of a closed book, yeah. And she's an open book, they're complete opposites.
Dinner at Kang's again. Are we like those bored couples?
Stuck in the same old dull routine. Oh, he's on the phone to her, yeah, in the real world, he's kind of like half hearing it.
I'm confused. What are you confused about? Everything's fine.
Has she like started to remember him maybe? Oh, that's weird. The head's turning away from the camera like that, constantly not seeing his face.
Dan? Run more, help.
See? She hates me. She wants me to go.
Does she really know what to do though? It doesn't seem like she. It seems like she was just a receptionist.
Tangerine.
He does.
How does he know to call you that?
How did who know?
because he was like seeing some of the memories maybe as well when he was erasing his mind earlier. Was he like seeing some of the memories, how he kind of knew to like how to seduce her a bit or something, you know? He knew to call her Tangerine. Were they like seeing his memories? Because like Stan was looking at this monitor and he just had the brain waves and stuff, so I don't know if they were necessarily seeing the memories or not.
Adults are like this mess of sadness and phobias. And Howard just makes it all go away.
Oh, that's cool as well. Yeah. You can use it to forget people, forget things, but you can use it to forget your phobias, forget your fears. There's loads of things you can like fix with it.
My skin's coming off. I'm getting old. Nothing makes any sense to me.
You're not getting old.
Nothing makes any sense. Nothing makes any sense.
It's because nothing makes any sense because her mind is like fractured from remembering, because she can't remember the stuff. She thinks her mind's like falling apart maybe.
I have to see the frozen Charles now.
And is him calling her Tangerine causing some of that as well? Because she was like, oh, do you remember when we went out to Montauk? But that was with Joel, not with Patrick.
Look, you and me on the Charles River. I could die right now, Clem. I'm just happier. I've never felt that before. I'm just exactly where I want to be.
Yeah. So he's looking at all of these things to know what she's into and to know what she likes. But that's bringing her memories back a bit. And also, if he's like doing the exact same as Joel, that relationship obviously didn't work out. So he's kind of repeating Joel's failings as well, potentially.
My favorite is this ugly girl doll who I call Clementine. And I keep yelling at her, "You can't be ugly."
Yeah, she like projected her insecurity onto the doll.
I would magically change too.
I love this. The under the sheets shots.
Pretty. Noswiak. Please let me keep this memory. Just.
Oh, yeah. Because it erases all the bad memories, but it erases all the good ones too. Now that he's seen the positive ones, he realizes that he's still in love with her, he still wants to keep them.
Where I want to be. Clem?
That's so cool, yeah. And she's like disappearing away from him.
I have no idea how to stop this.
Stop what? Jolie.
Yeah, is there anything that he forgot that might jog his memory? Like maybe after all of this is done, he will remember her somewhere, somehow.
Said, then.
What did we see that day?
No, wait.
Oh, look! Hey!
Shit!
We're going to see...
I love the creativity in the filmmaking. They're just blipping out of existence around them.
You're erasing her from me. You're erasing me from her.
Oh. That's almost like a horror, especially like how it's filmed here, yeah.
How can I help you from there? I'm inside your head, too. I'm you.
Yeah, this is, you know, that's not actually the doctor he's talking to. It's a projection of his consciousness.
Sorry.
That was so weird. The eyes, like, upside down. And, like, Elijah Wood, he has those very distinctive big eyes as well, doesn't he?
You could die right now, Clem. I'm just happy.
Yeah, he's just repeating the exact same thing.
Exactly where I want to be.
And that's jogging her memory. The thing is, he's, like, abusing this situation and getting her to fall in love with someone else, someone that he's not, you know?
Wake yourself up!
Okay, you want me to wake? Okay, great.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's make you happy if I try?
Yeah.
I'll try really hard.
How can he wake himself up, like, whacking his head on something, or, like, suicide in the dream to wake yourself up?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, did that actually work, just doing that? Just thinking about it enough. I didn't think it'd be that easy. Okay.
Isn't that just another one of Joel's self-fulfilling prophecies? It's more important to prove me wrong than to
I don't want to
actually...
discuss this right now, okay?
He never wants to discuss things, does he? He never wants to have those difficult conversations.
You erased me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this in the first place.
I'm sorry.
You.
You know me. I'm impulsive.
There's a little flick of something on the screen there. There might have just been like a film artifact. They filmed this on film, but I wonder if that was purposeful for some reason. I'm thinking of like you know, in Fight Club when they had the little flashes.
What if you take me somewhere else? Somewhere where I don't belong. And we hide there till morning.
This is cool, them like working together, trying to stop the erasure from happening, but like in his mind. So hide her away in your memories somewhere.
Where'd you go? I'm supposed to come too! Listen, I'm just gonna go get a salad.
Yes, adult hearing in the pajamas. Do they build a giant set for this as well?
I love this kitchen.
Thank you so much.
She's not looking at me. She's busy.
This must be so fun for Jim as well. Getting to act like a little kid like that. Yeah, of course, some of his comedic stuff is still coming through here.
He's off the map. He's off the map.
Where?
I don't know where. What do you mean? I don't know where.
This is mean he's just like lost in his own brain though.
Mellow out.
Oh, we have to do something. He can wake up.
Okay.
Oh, have faith.
Quiet. You're freaking me out.
Yeah, they could like kill him essentially, like brain dead, you know.
What?
We should call Howard.
No way. No, sir, man. This is my... I can handle this. I can't call Howard.
But they are doing this as like an undercover like mission here, right? They're doing it behind Howard's back.
Hello, Howard. Hey, it's Dan. I'm working on this guy down here, and we seem to have lost him for a moment, and I can't...
Okay, so this is still part of the procedure.
Smart and funny and nice.
Nice is gonna tip her over the edge, yeah.
All right, well, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this, shall we?
What does he think of all this? So this was like something that was approved by him.
I love being bathed in the sink.
I've never seen you happier, baby Joel.
There it is.
I'm really interested in how they filmed some of that.
What the heck was he doing there?
No, like they must have filmed that in a bath or a pool or something and then like superimposed it in post.
I'm gonna have to give him this.
Oh, put him to sleep even more, yeah. Does that mean he'll go even deeper into his mind though?
Howard, you should get some sleep. I think I'll be fine now.
But can't you see?
Yeah, he wants to get Howard out of there, of course, in case they missed a bottle of beer or something.
Come on, we gotta go. Go.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool.
Hide me somewhere deeper, somewhere really buried.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go somewhere super like traumatic for him that is really suppressed or something.
Humiliation.
Oh, yeah.
I have a surprise. You know what, honey? I'm just gonna ask you in the morning. Good night, sweetheart.
It's one of those things that's like super embarrassing for you, but from the outside it's funny.
I can't. I gotta go home. I'll do it later.
Oh.
Wait, what am I doing? You know something, Freddy? You don't scare me anymore.
Come on, it's not worth it. They're not worth it, Joel.
Yeah, so he's bullied when he was younger.
Okay, are you dead yet? You're dead!
Movies that like explore like memories and like nostalgia and that, they really make me emotional. So I feel like by the end of this, especially if there's like some montage of his memories like fading away or something, or
Our house.
she said our house there. Did they get a house together later, or 'cause this was the house he came to this beach right at the start and saw this house. That was when he was thinking of Naomi as well.
Best place. No, this way.
No, this way.
No, this way. Come on. No help at all.
This music's so good as well. All the music has been, especially for the more like sentimental moments.
The quote goes, "How happy is the blameless vessel's lot." The world.
Oh god, a quote over the top of the memories as well.
Eternal sunshine of a spotless mind. Each prayer accepted, and each wish resigned.
I got chills there, yeah. So, the title comes from that quote.
I really admire the work you do, Howard. I don't mean to be so familiar.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy to hear.
Yeah. And I was expecting that to come.
I've loved you for a very long time.
But she's going out with Stan.
Oh, Mary, we can't do this.
Yeah. And he's seen that. Oh! Really? And they're kissing right inside.
What?
Oh my God.
Who is it?
And that was just like the first kiss between them she saw, and she's gonna assume they were having an affair this whole time or something. The thing is that, there's all of this personal drama happening outside, and that means they're not focusing on what's going on with Joel.
Don't be a monster, Howard. Tell the girl.
Tell me what?
What?
Oh, you poor kid. You can have him. You did.
Oh, it's already happened before and they erased that? So this is multiple times. Oh my god, yeah. Did they erase that without her consent though? That's what I'm wondering, because if you erase things, you'd never know.
I'm sorry. You wanted the procedure.
Yeah, so she did actually want it, but you could still force this procedure onto people.
You're married.
Not yet. Not married. No, I'm not married.
They got married on their first date, didn't they?
How many guys think I'm a concept, or I complete them, or I'm gonna make them alive?
Yeah, manic pixie dream girl. It's just, they think a relationship's gonna fix all of their problems.
Remember me. Try your best.
Oh, look at this, all of the books are blank, yeah.
No. Here, so you want me to carry that? Help me with that? Okay. You get the cool...
Oh, this is where they first met, like when they properly first met.
You were in that orange sweatshirt that I would come to know so well.
Oh, hair's like green there? I don't remember if she said anything about the green.
Oh my darling, Clementine. Huckleberry Hound, that sort of thing.
And when they met before, he didn't remember that because even that was erased probably.
This is it, Joel. It's gonna be gone soon.
His only chance to relive this memory.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, is he just accepting it then instead of fighting it? He's just enjoying the memories that he still has.
Freezing out.
Just breaking in to get out of the cold.
Nobody's coming here tonight, believe me.
Yeah, as long as there's no one actually home, I guess, at the moment.
Are you okay with wine?
I don't know.
Well, you choose the wine.
I'd feel more okay with it, if I was in this situation, just, finding a blanket and sleep on the sofa, but, like, taking that alcohol as well.
So go.
I did.
Oh.
Nut.
And he thinks he should have stayed.
I wish he'd stayed.
I wish I'd stayed too. Now I wish I'd stayed. I wish I'd done a lot of things.
Yeah, you don't want to live in regret of all of these moments, though, when reliving them.
You said so, go. You're such disdain, you know?
So he did.
Jolie?
What if you stay this time?
Yeah, stay for this memory.
There's no memory left.
Come back and make up a goodbye at least. Let's pretend we had one.
Yeah, they never had a goodbye in the real world either.
Maybe in montage.
And that's what we saw at the start of the film.
It does. That's a medical test that was done. That's...
These type of montages always get me, yeah.
I can't see shit, man.
Montages like through someone's memory, through someone's life.
She was, just a girl.
So yeah, obviously we know it both worked, but are they gonna meet each other and like start up a fresh relationship, like completely forgotten about each other, or will their memories come back when they meet, like when we saw them? Yeah, we're seeing it all again. Recap of everything.
Hey!
Did she quit or was fired or is just running away with her stuff?
You know, I wouldn't come back if I was you
Do
either.
you swear you didn't know?
I swear.
So he didn't actually know? I was, when he said like he didn't know, I was wondering if he had that erased as well, you know? Oh, that looked like a lot of files. She wasn't just taking all of it, was she? Yeah, and what happens with Patrick here makes a bit more sense. The way he acted weird.
I had a really nice time last night.
Nice.
I had the best fucking night.
Yeah, she's letting him articulate himself a bit more, or forcing him to.
Memory erased.
I've since decided that this is a
Kinda teaser ad or
horrible
something.
procedure, and in order to correct this, I'm sending everyone's file back to them.
Yeah, so okay, it's all being returned.
I don't like myself anymore. I can't stand to even look at him. That pathetic, wimpy, apologetic smile, that sort of wounded.
Ooh, yeah, how awful that is to hear.
Look, okay, let's just take a minute and...
But there's another tape from his perspective when he did it.
Get the fuck away! Get the fuck away from me!
Can we talk about it?
No, get the fuck away!
How do you even like begin to comprehend that?
Hey, Clementine.
Hey.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and of course the other people remember, so this guy, Frank, doesn't know.
Vocabulary leaves something to be desired. Sometimes I was embarrassed in public.
But all of these flaws are, they're charming, you know, endearing.
Where's the real Clementine? I mean, the whole thing with the hair. It's all bullshit. I don't think her sex is motivated.
But like, it's maybe good to have these like problems out in the open so you can work on them, you know? If she's hearing this, she knows like what parts she needs to improve on, how she can make a relationship better if they're gonna try again or if they're not.
I can't see anything that I don't like about you.
But you
Right
will.
now I can't.
But you will. You know, you will think of things. And I'll get bored with you and feel trapped because that's what happens with me.
I mean, yeah, there's always gonna be issues and things you need to work through.
Change your heart. Look around you.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure where it was going to go at the end there, if they'd end up together or not, but it was kind of a happy ending there. Okay, so that was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That was really great. I always love the kind of exploration of memories, especially if you have some sentimental music, a bit of a flashback, so like a montage of flashbacks that always gets me emotional. And this was really fun, really like creative in the filmmaking, and just a great story overall. I really loved how creative they were, you know, their Jim Carrey shrunk down, looked really small. It looked like they'd built like this giant set when they did the kitchen. They had him really small and had the giant tables and things around him. And when he's like swimming in the bath, and then when things are like popping in and out of existence around him, that was really cool as well. There's some really cool and creative stuff here, like the kind of match cuts between different scenes when he's like walking out of a room in like the clinic, and then he walks through a door and it's like into his house, you know, stuff that doesn't make sense logistically, but when you are exploring someone's mind, you can pull that kind of thing off as well. It's really great. So of course the heart of this is the relationship between Joel and Clementine, and I was wondering kind of how it would go if they would get back together, which it does seem like at the end, or would they learn to move on, or, you know, there was a few possibilities of what could have happened at the end. And I really liked Clementine in this. She was kind of a play on the kind of manic pixie dream girl, and there was a lot of commentary around that. You know, she was saying things like, oh, guys get in relationships with me thinking that somehow that will fix them, which is a trap a lot of people fall into. You know, they think once they get into a relationship, all their problems will be solved, but you still have to work through them. You're not suddenly just fixed the second you find a girlfriend. You need to work through your problems, and on the process of doing that, you become a better person and more attractive to girls, and they'll help you get into a relationship rather than thinking it's the relationship that will fix you, you know? And I do wonder, you know, with the presentation here, we kind of know that there is this memory erasure thing happening, and I do wonder, like, if they chose to go in a different direction, it'd be a cool mystery as well, maybe, if you're like living through this relationship in Joel's mind and things are getting erased, and slowly there's this moment where it looks like it could almost be a horror film where the face is completely blank and it's like super dark. And that could be really cool, like if you took this concept, and there's so many different ways you could explore it, like making one that's kind of like a mystery where it's Joel discovering. I guess that's kind of like Memento a bit as well, where it's like him discovering his own memories, living through this. There's a really cool concept. I think you can draw some comparisons to things like Memento and even Inception, where it's exploring memories and dreams, that kind of thing, and like Paprika a bit. But I really liked how they did it here, mainly focusing on this relationship through the lens of Joel's memory. So I went back to rewatch the bit where she's mentioning the different hair colours and the names. So they were Blue Ruin, Red Menace, Green Revolution, and Agent Orange. So Blue Ruin was when we was at the start of the film, which is technically like the end, isn't it? That's when it's Blue Ruin, and Green Revolution is when they first met, like timeline wise, canonically. So I'm not sure if the names have that much meaning, because I was thinking, oh, Blue Ruin, it's like their relationship is ruined. Red Menace is when maybe she's getting a bit more angry at him, which it did seem to line up with a bit, yeah. And then Green Revolution is when they first meet, and it's like a revolution. They're just a revolution for him, that he's in love with her, that kind of thing. And then there's Agent Orange, which Agent Orange is from Clue, right? Cluedo, the board game. Oh, okay, maybe not. So Agent Orange is... it was a chemical, like for chemical warfare, used in Vietnam. I'm wondering how... I don't know if that makes... if there's any significance there to her at that point in the movie. That doesn't... maybe I'm misinterpreting it and there's some other meaning, but I can't see any connection there unless there's something else for Agent Orange. Maybe there's something I'm missing there. And then we had some stuff, you know, outside the mind. I thought that Patrick and Stan were doing something kind of shady undercover, but it did seem like it was just kind of part of the regular procedure, and Joel did just like take that pill knowing that that was going to happen, because I thought he was like in the clinic and they were doing it, so I thought they were doing it there and something had gone wrong and then Patrick and Stan had to go in and fix things, but that doesn't actually seem to be the case. That's just like the standard procedure, I guess. But like especially with Patrick and even with Mary, it kind of brings in the ethical questions around this, which I'm glad they explored, especially with Patrick. Patrick is obviously a creep, you know. He fell in love with Clementine when she was asleep, and he's using all of these things, these memories of Joel, to manipulate her. And the thing is, what he's doing, he's just like turning himself into Joel, and her relationship with Joel didn't work out. At least it didn't work out until the end. So if it was like he would just be repeating the steps that Joel did, and then it being like the exact same thing over again, and it would just end up not working out again. So it seems like that tactic just wouldn't work for him. And, you know, he could have like looked at her file and see the type of things she enjoys and see if there's actually any crossover with his hobbies, things like that. And then there's actually like a way to get into a relationship, to talk to her without it being as creepy. But I still think because they have this like medical professional relationship is still unethical, even if he had like pursued her just being himself and not like stealing her underwear and doing all of these things. It's still unprofessional and still unethical that he has like learned all this information about her. And then with Mary, I was wondering, you know, when they said, oh, it's happened before and she had her memory erased, I was wondering like how consensual it is. And that does like bring up the question of, because people can't remember that they've had it done, they can't remember saying yes to having it done. So you could do this and just get away with it without people's consent, you know? And it seemed like she had agreed to it, but she wasn't really like super into it from like the voice recordings and everything. And then obviously her response to finding out that she had had it done, and she you know, she suddenly decided, yeah, this is unethical, I'm going to leak everything. It definitely raises some interesting questions about the ethics of it, about the morality of it. And then of course Jim Carrey, his performance is really great in this. You know, he's mainly known for his comedic stuff, but whenever he does dramatic stuff, he does it really well. You know, there's a lot of comedians who can do dramatic stuff really well. And I think part of that is when you're a comedian, you need a really good understanding of people and emotion and people's emotions, how they're going to like emotionally respond to things. So comedians have already kind of built this knowledge of people and their emotions. So by the time they do something dramatic, it feels like they already kind of know what to do. And you know, there's a lot of comedy that is kind of about tragedy and about the awful things, and it's kind of like two sides of the same coin, the kind of comedy and being like super dramatic, super sad, that kind of thing. It's kind of like two sides of the same coin. So comedians, they can be really good in these like more serious dramatic roles, but Jim Carrey, he did still get to have a lot of fun here. You know, the stuff with him being a baby in his pajamas and him like in the bathtub and him like getting to act out being a kid having a tantrum. There's still some, you know, funny things with how he can act and express himself that he got to do here as well. It wasn't all just like straight shot serious the whole time, was it? So I think that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment, and if you really loved it, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date for all of the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching.